Do you ever feel like your money just disappears every month and you have no idea where it went? You are definitely not alone. It's a super common feeling. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a simple, effective budget, step by step, even if you've never tried budgeting before. By the end of this, you'll have a system to finally feel in control of your money instead of letting it control you. First things first, before you even think about spreadsheets or apps, you need to know your why. Why are you even doing this? A budget isn't about restricting yourself and never having fun again. It's about giving your money a purpose and directing it toward what truly matters to you. So, ask yourself some honest questions. Do you want to build up your savings? Are you trying to finally get out of that nagging credit card debt? Or maybe you're just tired of the stress of living paycheck to paycheck. Your why could be saving for a down payment on a house, planning an amazing vacation, or simply achieving the peace of mind that comes with financial stability. Whatever it is, write it down and keep it somewhere you can see it. This is your motivation. All right, step 2. Let's figure out your total income. You need to know exactly how much money you have coming in each month. This includes your main paycheck from your job, of course, but don't forget other sources. Do you have a side hustle, like driving for a rideshare service or selling crafts online? Do you do any freelance work? Add it all up to get your total monthly income. Now, what if your income isn't the same every month? That's super common for freelancers or people who work on commission. In that case, look at your income from the last 3 to 6 months and calculate your average. That average will be your baseline for your budget. Now for the most eye-opening part, step 3, listing all your expenses. This is where the magic happens, because you'll finally see where your money is actually going. To make this easier, let's split your expenses into 2 categories, fixed and variable. Fixed expenses are the predictable ones that stay the same every month. This is your rent or mortgage, car payment, insurance premiums, your cell phone bill, and any subscriptions like streaming services. They're pretty easy to track because they don't change. Then you have your variable expenses. These are the ones that fluctuate from month to month. This category includes things like groceries, gas for your car, dining out, entertainment, and shopping for clothes. To figure these out, you might need to do a little detective work. Go through your bank and credit card statements from the last couple of months to get a realistic idea of what you're spending in each of these areas. Be honest with yourself here, no judgment. The goal is just to gather the data. Okay, you've got your income and your expenses. Now for step 4, choosing a budgeting method. The best budget is the one you'll actually stick with, so there's no single right answer. Let's look at a few popular options. First is the 50-30-20 rule. It's super simple. 50% of your after-tax income goes to your needs, things like housing, utilities, and transportation. 30% goes to your wants, like dining out, hobbies, and entertainment. And the last 20% goes towards savings and debt repayment. It's a great starting point if you want a flexible framework. Another popular method is the zero-based budget. The idea here is that your income minus your expenses should equal 0. This doesn't mean you have $0 left in your account. It means you've assigned a job to every single dollar you earn. Whether it's going to rent, savings, groceries, or fun money, every dollar is accounted for before the month even begins. This method gives you maximum control. And a third option is the cash envelope system. This is a very hands-on approach. You take out cash for your variable spending categories, like groceries or entertainment, and put it into labeled envelopes. Once the cash in an envelope is gone, you're done spending in that category for the month. It makes it physically impossible to overspend. You can even use this system just for the categories you tend to struggle with. Now that you've picked a method, it's time for step 5, assign every dollar. This is where you put your plan into action. Using your chosen method, start allocating your income to your different expense categories. Always start with your necessities first, the fixed costs you have to pay, like rent and utilities. Then, prioritize your financial goals. This means paying yourself second, right after your bills. Allocate money to your savings accounts, retirement funds, or extra debt payments. Whatever is left over is for your variable spending and wants. The key here is to make sure your expenses don't exceed your income. If they do, you'll need to go back and see where you can trim some spending. Step 6 is crucial. You have to track your spending. A budget is just a plan. It's useless if you don't follow it and see how you're doing. The good news is there are tons of ways to do this. If you're old school, a simple notebook and pen works perfectly. If you're comfortable with spreadsheets, you can create a simple one to log your purchases. Or you can use one of the many amazing budgeting apps out there like Mint, YNAB, or Empower Personal Dashboard. These apps can sync directly to your bank accounts and automatically categorize your spending for you. The most important thing is to check in with your budget regularly. Don't just set it and forget it. A quick weekly check-in can help you catch any overspending early and adjust before it gets out of hand. And that brings us to step 7. Adjust and improve. Your first budget will not be perfect. Let me say that again. It will not be perfect. And that is completely okay. Maybe you budgeted $300 for groceries but spent $400. Don't beat yourself up. Just take note of it. Was it a one-time thing, or do you need to adjust your grocery budget to be more realistic next month? Maybe you can pull that extra $100 from your dining out budget. Budgeting is a skill that you develop over time. It's all about making small adjustments along the way. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Now, let's quickly cover a few common budgeting mistakes to avoid. First, not tracking your spending at all. This is like trying to drive with your eyes closed. Second, being too strict. If your budget has no room for fun, you're more likely to abandon it altogether. Third, forgetting about irregular expenses, like annual subscriptions, holiday gifts, or car repairs. Create a separate savings fund for these so they don't wreck your monthly budget when they pop up. And finally, not saving at all. Always prioritize paying yourself first, even if it's just a small amount to start. Creating a budget is the single most powerful step you can take toward building the financial life you want. It's your roadmap to financial freedom. Start small, be consistent, and always remember your why. You are in control of your money, not the other way around. You've got this. If this video was helpful, please give it a like, subscribe for more content, and maybe share it with a friend who could use it. Thanks for watching.